That's crazy. It looks so much better on the camera. Maybe I should look through the camera. But man, so I gotta be careful shooting this. It's raining hard, and like, you guys notice, I don't know, for the people who are older out there, the people getting older, I've noticed that as I've gotten older, I'm like more cautious with things. Like honestly, I'm scared to even film this because it's raining right now in the car. Honestly, I used to never be scared of the car, of rain. I don't know, can you guys even see me? Oh, well, you might see the steering wheel. I'll just leave it there. I don't even know if you guys will see me. But let's talk. Again, I love that you guys love these videos, so I'm gonna share another one of these topics with you guys while I'm driving home here. So I'm not even looking at the camera. Usually I'll check actually I never really check, so it's pretty safe, but I gotta be very cautious here driving. So, you know, yeah, let's talk about this. I wanna talk about what you have and what you don't have, and honestly, is something I shared this with my friend, and I shared this even with my mom. Even this blew my mom's mind, which I was surprised, you know, because usually she's the one dropping wisdom on me, and she was like, "Huh, I never looked at it that way." And it reminded me of you traders and the people day trading, because it reminded me of the pattern day trading rule. And honestly, even with real estate, you know, really everyone's like, "Oh, I don't have enough money to trade. I don't have 25,000. How can I do this or do that? Or I don't have money. How am I going to be able to do real estate?" You know, so on and so forth. And it reminded me of a story. And yes, I'm dropping it again. Honestly, I won't even tell you the source of my story. You know, if you've watched my other videos, you know my source. And again, people have asked me, what books do I read? I give you Richest Man in Babylon, Intelligent Investor, and this other book. But the book is controversial. People don't like it, especially in 2019. You know, it's a scary book. It's a cult-like book. Isn't that funny? But there's a story of a blind man, right? Actually, no, okay, it's the Bible, it's God, you guys know what it is. But again, I like the concepts because, you know, even for me, you guys gotta realize, I never always believed in this stuff, okay? I grew up into it and I hated it. So, of course, it cuts out on me. So, yeah, you guys see me? Kind of, right? But, yeah, it's how I view movies and stuff, and just like the real world application. So here's this point, and it's about using what you have and not what you don't have. So the story goes like this. You know, back in the day, there's this one fellow, like he's like a healer and magician, whatever you want to view him as. You know, some would say the Holy Spirit, God, all powerful, and again, I love the concept of all powerful because it's an absolute, and it makes you kind of realize, okay, that puts things into context. It's something that can always do versus something that always can't, right? And that's kind of like fact and fiction if you really think about it. You know, some things are fact, some things aren't. And that's so contradicting because people are like, well, is that factual? Blah, blah, you know. But at the end of the day, this guy was healing people, and there was a blind guy. And the blind guy, he was screaming at this man to come and heal him. He said, if you just touch me, I'm going to be healed. But he kept screaming and screaming and screaming and yelling because he just heard. All he did was hear that this guy was near him and heard the guy was around him. So he's like, yo, yo, come here. And literally, even the people around this healer, they were like, yo, bro, shut the up. They're like, yo, man, there's kids around, like, come on. And even guy who's healing is like, nah, man, like, why would you do that? And he healed the guy. Guy went from blind to seeing. Wow, big miracle. Oh my God, you guys see that, man? It starts slipping right here. But like I was saying, the miracle aspect, it might sound like crazy fantasy to you, but take it as a miracle. Something crazy and amazing happened. Sure, you could call it, you know, the odds, you know, imagine a 0.5% probability option hitting. God, that's a miracle. And hitting with all your account in it, you know, a miracle. Praise God, right? But that's the point of this, is that this guy saw, but now he got healed. And it had nothing to do with the fact of who it was or what he did, but it's the method he took. It's the fact that he screamed. The guy couldn't see, and I believe he couldn't even walk too, actually, or he had trouble walking. And the whole point of it all, and this is the main point, God, life, whatever you want to call it, is never going to ask you to use something you don't have to get your miracle, or to get wherever you want. It doesn't even have to be a miracle, honestly. But especially if you want a miracle, you want a big change. And honestly, some of you asking for, working hard and having the mindset and being successful, it's a miracle. I honestly, I really think it is for anybody to reach the level of success and financial freedom and wisdom to enjoy their life and really live life to the fullest. That's a miracle. It's because it's low odds, right? So the whole point is, you're not going to need what you don't have. All this guy had, did he have vision? No. Was he blind? Yes. Could he see? No. He didn't have anything. It was hard for him to walk. He was broke. He was, this guy was waiting. And the back context is that this guy would wait and wait and wait. And for years, he's never, nothing's happened. He's been like this his whole life, right? He was damned into this situation, whatever you want to call it. But the key from it, he used what he had. And what did he have? His voice. He didn't have the vision, but he had his voice, and he screamed. And it wasn't, even when people told him to shut up, he kept screaming. And he used what he had, and guess what? He got what he wanted. He got the end goal, mission accomplished. And that's the point I want for you guys, is that God, the world, is never going to ask you for your miracle to happen or for anything big to happen. It's never going to be required through something you don't have. So you guys I don't have money, I don't have this. That's not the point. I hate it, honestly, when people are like, oh, I'm going to start my business. I need to get this first. I need to buy this. I need to pay for this, yada, yada, yada. But I'm just like, that's not really going to, why can't you just work? Why can't you start now? Why can't you, what about this? And a lot of people, honestly, negative things in life. So many people, I've saw a big change in my life. I'm not even going to talk about other people, because this is for me, honestly. I'm just sharing with you guys on what has propelled me at the end of the day. And it's these concepts and stuff. It's my interpretation, and I could be an idiot, realistically. And I say thank God I was an idiot, because I was dumb enough to believe this stuff to give me the drive and the dedication and the hope I needed to be successful. So, and I'm sure people call you idiot. Why do you listen to this stuff? Why are you self-development, personal? Hey, God bless you if you're dumb enough to keep running your head into the wall and believe and have faith. But, for me, the thing that changed is when I stopped looking at what I didn't have, Even when I played basketball, I don't know if you guys know, I took basketball very serious. I dunked the basketball at one point in life, I was very, very good at it, and I took it very seriously. But I'm 5'6", and it wasn't, and I remember even when my brother, he kind of helped teach me this when I was younger. I sucked at offense. At one point, I'll wedge you at the three-point line nowadays. I don't know, maybe, disclaimer, I haven't shot a ball in a while, but I sucked at offense, but I was really good at defense. And that's what he told me. He said, who cares if you suck at offense? That's what you practice on, but you're good at defense. Use it. And use it and use it. If you don't, I was like, oh, why am I on the court? I shouldn't be playing. He said, nah, shut it down on D. And that's what got me in position on the team. That's what got me the sixth man, and then eventually moved to starter as I developed the other skills with it. But in general, focus on what you do not have. Most people are so sad. Honestly, you'll be happy. Who cares if you don't want to be successful? Let's say you want to just be happy. Most people are so depressed because they're not seeing what they have. It's easy to see. Literally, like, oh, Josh has this guy has this. All these people, man, you guys realize some of you have stuff I don't have? You realize I don't have everything in life, and either it be, I know guys way richer than me. Fuck, I don't have a Kosanag and a Bugatti. I only have 12 houses. I know guys with 24 houses, and they're all worth 10 million. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's so many different aspects, but that's just how life is, right? But it's when you focus on what you do have. It's like, oh, I don't have this. I don't have people doing this. People are not listening to this. They don't like this. Nah. What do they like? What are they there? What skills do you have? Use what you have. But again, God's not going to, the world, whatever, it's not going to expect you to use something you don't have. It's one, being happy with what you have and focusing on that. But it's simple as that. If you guys are like, well, I don't have this, when you're like, I need this to day trade. Well, what can you do to day trade now? Don't tell me what you need. What do you have now? Because that is what you have to learn how to use what you have to develop it. And by learning and developing what you don't have in the lack of what you do not have, that is what's going to take you to the next level, but that's necessary for the next level. Let me explain that again. I'll say it again just in case you didn't get me. that's what it takes to get to the next level, but it's necessary. You see, no person is going to rise to a level of extreme success if they have not learned to what I call working the well. You guys know what that is? That's what they did when the water was hard or there wasn't more. They learned a way to take what little they had and get what they needed, the water. So you guys need something, right? Or you say, I need this, I want this. Even if you need it, you got to learn how to work the well. Because, you know, the people who are successful and the people who've changed the world and done crazy stuff, they learned how to use what they had, not what they didn't have. And that's what you learn. You're like, oh, I don't have 25,000. Great. To day trade, use what you have to learn the skills necessary to get to that 25,000. And I'm sure if you master that test of life successfully, you will get your 25,000 and many more. And now the next level is 50,000, 100,000, and doing a lot with it. But that's the thing. The person who's always complaining about, I don't have this, I need this, they stay stuck. They don't want to try. And that's really just debilitating, because that's the #1 killer. They don't try. They think they need this, so they don't do this, so they're not motivated in this. Versus if you realize how blessed you are at any level, you have the internet, you have knowledge, you have $100. There's a lot of people don't have $100. You know about Robinhood, you know about options. There's a lot of people don't have that. Use what you have and not what you don't have. You see what I'm saying? Focus on what you have and what you don't have. So that's the key to it all. And I wanted to share that with you. I blew a lot of people's minds with it. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. You see this car? Hopefully, you guys see this? This is wild. Okay, I'm going to end that video there. Hopefully that makes sense. I love you guys. Subscribe and like this video. Like I said, it does help out a lot. So, you know, let me know. If you guys see, you tell me what you guys want. You guys are communicating with me. It's opened the doors for both of us. Hopefully, if this really is helping you, like you said, awesome. I've been waiting to talk about a lot of this stuff. I love talking about this stuff, honestly. You know, I have to talk. I have to talk about. You know, I love the stock stuff too. I love talking about that. I can't even BS you on that. But I love talking about all of this. But it does feel unnatural to me to just talk about the stocks without this type of stuff, because they go hand in hand. I can't say, you know, my knowledge of options and data and all that didn't take me here. You know what I'm saying? That helped. That definitely helped. But I think the approach is what led me to being able to be knowledgeable in that stuff and have the interest to pursue that and get there. But I need to end this video. This world is getting wild. I love you guys. Subscribe. Peace.